There's this man, just an ordinary guy, a face in the crowd going about his day. He's sporting a smart brown jacket, shoes polished to a mirror sheen, humming a cheerful little tune under his breath. A picture of urban contentment. The sun's shining, bouncing off the skyscrapers. It's a perfect day, the kind of day that makes you want to whistle. He's walking with a carefree skip in his step, completely unaware of the impending doom. What could possibly go wrong on such a glorious day? He spots a small, innocent-looking yellow thing on the pavement ahead, an anomaly in the gray landscape. Looks harmless enough, doesn't it? Deceptively harmless. He keeps walking, his mind drifting, lost in thoughts of the mundane, the everyday. Maybe a sandwich for lunch, he muses, maybe with cheese and a side of pickles. A truly important decision. The yellow thing? Oh, that's no ordinary discarded wrapper, it's a banana peel. The classic sidewalk villain, the bane of pedestrians everywhere, a comedic trope turned real-life hazard. He's completely oblivious to the danger lurking beneath his feet, adjusting his tie, smoothing his hair, making sure he looks presentable. He's stepping right into fate's slippery trap, a victim of circumstance and a discarded potassium source. His unsuspecting foot connects with the peel. Time slows to a crawl, the world tilting on its axis. His arms flail wildly like a windmill in a hurricane. His face contorts in a mask of pure, unadulterated shock. For a brief, glorious moment, he's airborne, defying gravity in the most undignified way possible. It's glorious. It's ridiculous. It's the kind of thing you see in cartoons. He sees the sky rushing up to meet him, a pigeon watching from above, completely unimpressed by the human drama unfolding below. The cheerful hum is abruptly cut short, replaced by a silent scream of utter disbelief and impending impact. He lands with a resounding thud that echoes through the street. Not graceful, not elegant, just a plain, unceremonious thud. Legs tangled like spaghetti, jacket askew, hair a complete and utter mess, the picture of disarray. He blinks, dazed and confused, at the vast expanse of the sky above. The banana peel lies nearby, looking strangely victorious, as if it had just won a very important battle. He slowly sits up, a mixture of pain and indignation etched on his face, glares daggers at the offending peel. He picks it up gingerly, as if it's a dangerous criminal that needs to be apprehended. With a dramatic flourish, fueled by frustration and wounded pride, he tosses it into a nearby bin. He dusts himself off with as much dignity as he can muster, straightens his tie, trying to salvage what's left of his composure, and walks away, a little bit bruised, a little bit battered, his dignity in tatters, but alive. The world keeps spinning, oblivious to the minor tragedy that just unfolded on the sidewalk. But he's a little less trusting now, a little more wary of seemingly harmless yellow things lying in wait. Somewhere up above, the pigeon coos knowingly, as if to say, "I saw that coming, told you so." The man keeps walking, a little wiser, a little sore, and a whole lot more cautious about where he puts his feet. The banana peel's reign of terror is over, its victim vanquished, its purpose fulfilled. For now, at least. But the day is just beginning, and the city is full of potential pitfalls. Trouble, it seems, is always lurking just around the corner, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim. And our man, forever changed by his encounter with the treacherous banana peel. He's about to find out just how true that is. The man heads into the supermarket, just needing milk, bread, and beans. He grabs a cart. Wheels seem fine. He's optimistic. He hums, feeling confident, and heads for the fruit section. He spots a perfect pyramid of apples, reaches for the shiniest one at the top. It won't budge. He tugs harder. Suddenly, apples cascade everywhere. Apples roll under shelves down the aisle. He freezes, clutching his prize. He tries to gather them, but it's hopeless. Each one he grabs, two more escape. He slips, nearly falls, does a frantic dance. He gives up, pushes his cart away, trying to look innocent. Turning a corner, the cart's wheel starts to squeak and wobble. Now it pulls left, fighting him every step. His simple shopping trip has become a battle. He sighs, determined to finish, but the cart has other plans. The supermarket is now his obstacle course. And he's losing. In the cereal aisle, the cart's wobbly wheel, which was already a nuisance, decides to stage a full-blown rebellion. It's not just wobbly anymore. It's practically doing the tango. It veers sharply left, completely ignoring any semblance of controlled steering, and crashes headfirst into a meticulously arranged display of cereal boxes. Dominoes of disaster. One by one, they fall, a colorful cascade of sugary breakfast promises turning into a chaotic mess. He's surrounded by fallen flakes, a sea of cardboard and sugary goodness. The cartoon tiger on the box seems to be laughing, a mocking reminder of his supermarket mishap. He tries to reverse, to salvage what's left of his dignity, but the cart's stubbornly stuck. He's well and truly trapped, a prisoner of the cereal aisle. Everyone's watching, their eyes following his every move, or rather, his every failed attempt to move. He gives a weak, apologetic wave, a gesture of surrender, then makes the difficult decision to abandon ship, or rather, the cart. He grabs a basket, a smaller, more manageable vessel, and quickly snags bread and milk, the essentials, and eyes the beans, those crucial beans, are tauntingly placed on a high shelf, just out of reach. He stretches, reaches, strains, but can't quite reach. The beans remain elusive. Spots a stack of toilet paper, an improbable ladder to salvation. He stacks it precariously, climbs up, hoping for the best. He grabs the beans. Victory is at hand. A brief moment of triumph amidst the supermarket chaos, but slips, loses his balance, the stack unravels like a poorly constructed house of cards, and he tumbles down. The beans, freed from his grasp, fly in a perfect, graceful arc. He lands unceremoniously on the cold, hard floor, dazed and disoriented, beans rolling away, escaping their tinny prison, scattering across the linoleum like metallic marbles. He scrambles up, retrieves the errant tin, and flees the aisle, a hasty retreat from the scene of the latest supermarket incident. The supermarket aisle is a scene of utter chaos behind him, a testament to his unfortunate shopping trip. He's battered, bruised, and slightly humiliated, but he's got his groceries, a small victory in a larger battle. He heads for the exit, hoping against hope that the worst is behind him and that he can finally escape this supermarket saga. But the day, it seems, isn't quite done with him yet. The supermarket still has a few tricks up its sleeve. Not by a long shot. The adventure continues. Fleeing the supermarket, the man seeks peace in the park. He spots an inviting bench, not noticing the wet paint sign. He sits, sighs, and relaxes. Unaware green paint is soaking into his jacket. Minutes pass. He tries to stand, but he's stuck. He twists, pulls, jacket glued to the bench. He finally notices the sign. Horror dawns. He struggles, looking like he's wrestling a ghost. A dog watches, head tilted. With a mighty heave, he tears free, leaving a patch of jacket behind. Now he's got a green back and a missing patch of fabric. He walks away, defeated, a two-toned mess. The bench claims another victim. The dog barks, as if laughing. The man trudges on, wondering if the universe is out to get him. He's not wrong. The day's not over. As he walks home, clouds gather and rain pours. He pulls out his trusty umbrella, presses the button. Nothing. He shakes bangs and pleads with it. Still nothing. Rain soaks him hair-plastered jacket ruined. He tries to open it, manually jammed spokes. Finally, it springs open inside out. Now he's holding a useless inverted metal skeleton. Water pools, then dumps on his head a personal waterfall. He wrestles the umbrella, but the wind catches it, dragging him down the street. He spun pole dancing a wild tango with his umbrella. Finally, he lets go. The umbrella soars, lands in a puddle. He stands, drenched, defeated. The rain eases, but his spirit is soggy. He trudges on, umbrella-less, wondering what else could go wrong. The answer, plenty. The day's not done. Soaked and shivering, he finds shelter under an awning and spots a vending machine. Hot chocolate. That's all he wants. He feeds in a coin, presses the button. A cup drops. The machine whirs. He waits. The cup sits behind the plastic door, taunting him. He pushes the flap. Can't reach. Shakes the machine. Nothing. Desperate, he kneels, arm in the slot. Stuck. He's now attached to the machine, cheek pressed to glass, eyes on the cup. He pulls, wiggles, but he's wedged tight. He kicks the machine. A bag of crisps falls, knocks the cup over. Hot chocolate spills inside, hope lost. He lets out a silent scream. With a final yank, his arm comes free. He stumbles back, soaked and sticky. The vending machine glows, victorious. He's colder than before, but at least he's free. He moves on, hope fading. The day's disasters keep coming. He seeks refuge, cutting through a modern office building, a sleek monument of glass and steel. His goal is simple: to escape the relentless downpour, a sudden summer storm that caught him off guard. Salvation seems near, automatic doors ahead. The first set, sensing his approach, opens smoothly, a welcoming gesture. He crosses the polished lobby floor, leaving a trail of wet footprints, evidence of his hurried journey. He approaches the second set of doors, anticipating freedom, but alas, nothing. They remain stubbornly shut, refusing to acknowledge his presence. He steps forward, testing the sensors, then back, trying to trigger them. He waves his arms, a desperate plea to the unfeeling technology, jumps, hoping to activate some hidden sensor. Still nothing. The doors are resolute in their refusal. He's trapped. A prisoner in a glass cage, the doors mocking his futile attempts. He tries every trick he can think of. Slow, deliberate walks, even star jumps, a desperate act of technological defiance. Frantic waving, a silent scream of frustration. The doors remain stubborn, an unyielding barrier to freedom. A security guard, watching from behind a bank of monitors, laughs at his predicament. Frustrated and defeated, he hatches a desperate plan, a daring last-ditch effort, a running slide across the highly polished floor. He runs, gathers speed, slides. But just as the doors finally decide to open, he glides past the opening and crashes headfirst into the adjacent glass panel. He peels himself off the glass, leaving behind a perfect, glistening, wet outline of his body. The doors close smugly behind him as if to whisper, "Nice try, but not quite good enough." He stumbles outside, his dignity further diminished by the failed escape attempt. The rain has stopped, the sun peeking through the clouds, but his luck, it seems, hasn't changed a bit. He trudges wearily toward home, hoping for a little mercy from the uncaring universe. The city seems to watch him, a silent audience to his humiliation, thoroughly amused by his misfortune. He's almost home, but something tells him the day's not quite done with him yet. Not by a long shot. Nearly home, soaked and battered, he has one last task: mail a letter. He approaches the postbox, cautious after a day of disasters. He slides the letter in, feeling a rare moment of success. Then horror. His house keys were clipped to the letter. He watches, helpless, as they vanish into the postbox. He peers in, tries to reach. No luck. He pleads, shakes, even talks to the postbox. It's unmoved. He's locked out, defeated by a red metal box. He lies on the pavement, face next to the postbox, utterly spent. The postbox stands silent, victorious. He's lost his keys, his dignity, and his patience. The universe has one last laugh. He sighs, resigned to his fate. The day has beaten him, or so it seems. But chaos isn't finished yet. He sits on the curb, head in hands, when a supermarket truck appears. The back doors swing open, a crate of apples tumbles out, rolling down the street. An apple bounces off his head. He looks up, bewildered. His rogue shopping cart rattles out, rolling toward the park bench. The cart crashes, knocking loose his jacket's fabric. The wind lifts the umbrella from its puddle, sending it flying. The jacket fabric lands on the wet paint sign, covering it. The umbrella sails into the postbox, jiggling the lock. The collection door swings open. His letter and keys slide out at his feet. He stares, then smiles. He picks up his keys, stands, and nods to the universe. He walks to his door, opens it, and finally steps inside. Safe at last. Behind him, chaos reigns. But he's home. Sometimes the universe gives you a break, right after it's done laughing.